It is my pleasure to introduce to you Robert Andrew Perez, a 2012 fellow in poetry.
No. Thank you. No, thank you. I'll be reading 3 poems, so they'll be short. The first one, I guess you don't need to really know anything, but it refers to a city, and I'm from the Bay Area, and that's the area. Asparatus. In 2009, the founder of the Cloud Appreciation Society, along with his fellow arbiters, announced a new formation. The sky has inverted Earth's rolling hills, siphoning the green from them to make a blanket that waves at God time. Undulatus asperatus. This is another different cloud poem, an ode to our unmade bed, a gas-rendered ceiling. Pre-boiling point forms impress each other, shifting the moistening cotton and foam, everything white, everything upside down. There is no distance in this metaphor greater than its exactness, not likeness, equipoise. Imagine the city we live in, known for its steepness and sparseness of anything flat. Imagine the soft, pliable earth manipulated by geothermal happenings, a hot, giant, invisible hand molding it. These, our bodies, what we unmake, shape heaven and earth. This next poem was written in a workshop, and I dedicated to my workshop and Jewel Gomez, and thank you for continuing to inspire me and impress me with each morning. Things you should know, not too much. There's a lot of appropriated language, so that is to say I've purloined a lot of text, and some of it comes from lyrics, and I'm going to try something singing it so that you can tell. No, don't. It's not going to be good. And it's called Root, and it's in sections. 1. This inillustrious pimple of Bel Air is so much like the inland valley, the dark hibernated veins of origin. It attempts to aestheticize the compulsory confrontation of identity. I wager the magic of art for deliberate catharsis. 2. Ginger wasn't always my favorite. I liked scary best, identified with being brown, aggressive, leopard print. I graduated to Ginger as a fave only after she left. Departure is a stunt, I understand. Set your spirit free, it's the only way to be. Just one of them. Today it's posh. Gosh, I love posh. And Bex. 3. I didn't always like ginger. I knew where it came from. The reused Ziploc ends up in stews, julienne impersonating bamboo shoots. Now I do. Moscow mules, snaps. 4. Here, displaced, I find home in ginger. She is a piece of Oakland. Where is the shape of Lake Merritt through her boot holes? We are, disproportionately, all trauma survivors. Drinks whiskey, can unclench the fist in a mirror box. 5. My guess is that most gay men gravitate toward ginger. For me, it was the professor and Marianne, equally liking his light blue Oxford shirt, they matched his eyes, and her cut-off denim Daisy Dukes, fringed coochie cutters. Hyper-intellect and naivete, is that the root of my being verse? The theme in hymn meter, is that the root of my affinity for Dickinsonian verse? 6. I feel safe around gay men, perhaps because they remind me of my mother, or because they need one, and I can fulfill that role, or am willing to. Diarrhea doesn't bother me. My digestive system, once ravaged by international travel, was quieted by ginger ale and circular motions my mother made on my tummy with her hand. We watched Fantasia Barrino crowned the American Idol. Till that morning, nothing can harm you. Today, a different song with identical sentiments. Nothing's gonna harm you, not while I'm around. I hold my roommate's face, mimicking my mother's tenderness, gingerly brush back his hair. So handsome, she must have thought every morning before school. 7. Removing my arms, the invisible one and the one perceivable. I see the forearms changed, indelible ink rooted in the dermis, ink crusted, ink smoothed by time, life's maze, its reminders, a history of skins. And this is my last poem. It's super short, and it's called Converse. Thank you again so much, and thank you to Tony and Jen and everybody here. And sorry I didn't read anything from my manuscript. Converse. Held in his hand, he spoke into the mouth of the shoe, as if to say, we're done, saying, you're done. So many socks over many years and holes. The glue holding the sole in was giving. It was finally time. The tongue, worn, was done. Thank you.